Alright, hello everyone, it's Happy, and today we're going to be talking about the Tier 9 waffle that was absolutely murdered by Wargaming for no apparent reason. Do you guys ever think, well, at least thought that the waffle was super duper OP for a Tier 9 tank destroyer? I really don't think so. I feel like it was a very well balanced, interesting tank to have that could at times fight Tier 10s pretty decently, you know? And sometimes people really did take the waffle over the grill just because of the fact that the camo was pretty nice and you had a full-on rotating turret. Now, for those reasons, this tank was very, very interesting. Wargaming decided to kill it, for those of you who remember. Now the DPM is 2,755, I guess, which is not really that amazing. It's one of the worst among Tier 9 tank destroyers, excuse me. You have some very bad penetration at 255, so it's the worst among Tier 9 TDs. And on top of that, it has 580 damage, which is probably the biggest hit this tank took, and that is definitely going to be the damage. I mean, Wargaming cut the Grill's alpha, same as the Waffles alpha, and I mean, it's just not that nice to pew 580, guys. Like, seriously, it's not that great. The reload time is 12.63, which is perhaps pretty okay for some players, but to be fair, for me, it's really not enough in order to use this tank quite effectively. A lot of other Tier 9 TDs are just going to be far more superior in terms of armor and firepower, especially for the reasons that you would play the waffle are basically going to be the bigger alpha, right? I mean, why would you play the 12.8 centimeter cannon with the 460 alpha when a lot of other TDs at the tier do that, but with much better DPM, right? Why on earth would you do that? So in terms of that, you have some pretty okay dispersion, right? Well, pretty good accuracy, to be fair, for the caliber. And of course, the aim time is also really good. So I guess Wargaming decided to compensate for the pretty horrendous DPM and penetration with some good gun handling. I mean, that's great and all, but the old waffle really didn't need any of that, to be fair. And the mobility forward is also great at 40 kilometers forward, but then again, you are a TD. Is that really necessary? I'm not 100% sure. I mean, to be fair, for me, the waffle experience is sort of kind of ruined, but then again, I guess to each their own, right? Some people like it, some people don't. And for me personally, this playstyle is not as effective. Well, these stats are not as effective as they used to be for my playstyle, I would rather say, right? So when it comes to that, I mean, the biggest advantage of the waffle is definitely going to be the concealment. It's probably one of the better ones at Tier 9 when it comes to TDs. And overall, the mobility also helps this tank a lot. I guess what Wargaming tried to do is make this tank more similar to the Grill, because the Grill also had an alpha reduction. You know, it had a DPM boost, but at the same time, again, the biggest downgrade for the Grill was the alpha reduction, but the mobility was increased for some unknown reason, as if I really need mobility on a TD, you know what I mean? That's supposed to play as a stationary tank. Again, boggles my mind as to who on earth does the developing in terms of stats at Wargaming. I'm not sure, but I would definitely not do the same thing. So tell me what you guys think about this in the comment section below. And with that, Happy is out, and I'll definitely see you guys next time. Bye-bye.